get started, eh? Let's think, you all ready to go? So just out of curiosity, how many people were here last month when we did the Johnny Cash event? Handfuls of, that's great. That's why, yeah, you two were here, they both played it, and so they were here. So I'm gonna bring up our event lead tonight, which is Theresa Rae. So come on, Theresa.
Josh. Thank you, Josh. It's such a hard time last time, eh? Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. We have a lot of events coming in the near future, so please keep watching our site. We have a lot of excitement. I don't want to give anything away yet, but yeah, no.
Yeah, don't give anything away.
Don't give anything away. Just keep following us. Josh will be here, won't you, Josh?
If we do the event here, just so you know.
That's right. Well, Josh will be with us wherever, right, Josh?
Yes, he's always with us.
Okay, just a little bit of history on singer-songwriters. Singers and songwriters are musicians who write, compose, and sing their own musical material, including lyrics and melodies. As opposed to contemporary popular musical singers, the term singer-songwriter describes a distinct form of artistry closely associated with the folk acoustic traditions. Singer-songwriters often perform the entire composition or songs themselves, typically using a guitar or a piano. Both the composition and the arrangements are written primarily as solos, with the material angled toward topical issues such as political, sometimes introspective, romantic, and sometimes confessional. The concept of singer-songwriter can be traced to ancient bardic tradition. I got all this from Google, okay? This is not my wording. Which has existed in various forms throughout the world. Bardic poetry refers to the writing of poets trained in schools of Ireland and the Gaelic cultures of Scotland. Poems will be performed as a chant or a song, sometimes accompanied by harp or other similar instruments. After the invention of printing, songs would be written by ballad sellers. Usually these would be versions of existing tunes and lyrics which were constantly changing and evolving. This developed into the singer-songwriter traditions of present folk culture and today's popular genres of music. So that's just a little bit of history. And I'm going to give it over to Jeff Gray now from Magic Brew Studios, and hope everybody enjoys themselves. And thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Theresa. So we called this a singer-songwriter circle. So we didn't change everything around here so it was in a circle. It's a bit of a rigmarole to get all the seats that way. But the idea of tonight is to give an opportunity to local artists to perform their own music for you, to share with them, share the stories behind them, share the motivations and the inspirations of them a little bit. So this is meant to be a little bit more intimate than, say, like the Johnny Cash show when we put on a big flash. So this one here, don't hesitate. First of all, take pictures. Unlike most venues that say don't take pictures, don't take video, we want you to take pictures, we want you to take video, we want you to share it. Also, if you have questions of anybody, like you have questions of me when we're playing these songs, don't hesitate to ask questions. If you have an interest in songwriting, you want to find out a little bit more what's going on with the process. So the showcase itself, as I said, it's not about getting thousands of people to come here. It's about giving local artists an opportunity in a venue to do something that they wouldn't have got to do otherwise. It's to play their own music. I know some people will be playing some covers tonight, so I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of who we have. So I'm Jeff Gray, and like I said, I'm part of the Stewiacke Culture Showcase. I'm a singer-songwriter myself. I work with a lot of people in the area. We've got Bob and CJ Prest here from Truro with us tonight. They're going to share some of Bob's original material. We've got Mr. Phil Miles, who's the lead singer for the band Nowhere Road. That's very popular in the area. Yeah. We've got Shannon Rayfuse, who's here. She's vocal from Stewiacke, writing her first few songs that are now getting some airplay, so we're going to play a few of those tonight. And we're very honored to have Mr. Eric Bowers here tonight as well. And so I'm going to hand it off to him. I'm just going to get us going with it. You hear me, Tara? They're okay? All right. I wrote this song actually after having a conversation. I said it was a singer-songwriter circle, so I was at Herky and Heidi's one day having a chat about the Stewiacke Culture Showcase with Belinda Johnson. I think her name is Johnson. And we got talking about the local area. in terms of what was really beautiful about it, and you know how nice it was in the summertime. So then I realized I hadn't written anything really that described the area, so that's what this one's called. It's called A Breeze and a Whistle. And I'll just get us going, and then we're going to get right into Bob and CJ here in a second. So, hear my guitar okay? Yeah. There we go. There's a breeze, there's a whistle, sounding out on a quiet night. And there's a need, there's a signal, shining down to make things right. It's in the wind, it's in your heart so bright, it tries to make things right. Special place where your heart beats right and tries to shed some light. Tries to shed some light. Here we go. Where there's a need, there's a ripple flowing by that first light. A simple deep, simple feeling, going strong and growing right. It's in the wind, it's in your heart so bright, tries to make things right. A special place where your heart beats right, tries to shed some light. Tries to shed some light. Yeah. Thank you. So you can hear Stewiacke in that song, you know, a little bit of the, and actually when I actually recorded that song, you can find my music on Reverb Nation at Jeff Scott Gray, and that song is actually recorded there, and it's actually a train in it at the end of it to kind of finish it off. If you live here in Stewiacke, you're used to hearing this train, I don't know, 4 times a day, maybe 5. So anyway, I'll do one more, and then we'll move on to the next part of our show here. So let me get this out of here. All right. I played this song at the at Town Days last year at the Variety Show, and I wrote it for Town Days, and specifically about the community here in Stewiacke, and it's called Our Home. It's a little at the edge of my vocal range, so it might be a little bit of a train wreck when I get in the higher part, so you guys can help me out. So we'll see how it goes. You never know, right? So. Our place, deep in our hearts, where the winds chase and the rivers part. This is our home, spirits lifted. I don't need no wrong, no gifted. And rivers run through to see the love that we feel. This is the place, our home, yeah. that is real. This is the first home, yeah. This is the first home, yeah. This is our home. Smiling faces, rugged hillsides, so green and pure. This is our heart, this is our way. I never want to leave, this is where our soul stays. Let the throne feel the love that we feel. This is the first home, yeah. Lift our spirit and feels the feel that is real. This is the first home, yeah. This is the first home, girl. People were born in Stewiacke, from Stewiacke. We're from here. Who's from here? Alright. This is my town. I was born here, and I still cherish the sights of here. This is my home. I wasn't born here. I never felt alone with the friends I met here. And rivers run through and see the love that we feel. This is the first home. And lift our spirit and feel the feel that is real. This is the first home. This is the first home, girl. Thank you. I stole that line. This is the face of home from Marg Spence and her website. It talks about Stewiacke as being the face of home. And I told her that, by the way. I did tell her. Yeah, she was okay with it.
Mr. Rae?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit of what you did before you became the owner and proprietor of Magic Brew Studio?
You mean career-wise?
Yes.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. I used to be, I just retired December 1st for a 28-year career with CIBC. I used to be a district manager with CIBC, so I used to travel all over the place and manage bank branches and play music in between debits and credits and teaching people how to deal with customers. So this has always been a hobby for me, and now these days, I really got some special people I get a chance to work with. I'm recording music with Phil, and I'm recording music with Shannon, and I'm going to be recording music with Jocelyn, and it's all good and it's all fun. And so, thanks for the question. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to introduce. I gotta get my thing here. My printer wouldn't work. So let me bring my thing up here. Me. That's too me. So I want to introduce Bob and CJ to you, but specifically Bob, and I just wanted to read you a little bit about what Bob's background. So Bob is a guitar-playing storyteller who's been all the way around the block. Through the journey, he's gotten the t-shirt, the bumper stickers, the heartaches and the bruises that come from the rock and roll lifestyle, but is learning that God has a plan for his life, and it is good. And so I'd like to welcome, please welcome Bob Prest and CJ Prest to the stage and for the music today.
Yes, well, thank you very much. Yes, Jeff, we've been around the block. It's interesting, a lot of people look at people that are in the music industry and say, what a lifestyle. I'll look at you and tell you, what a lifestyle. It's a different story than what it looks like on the outside. As being a songwriter, I've done a lot of my own original music for years. Cut a couple albums. We'll be doing some songs off an album that took me almost 20 years to do, for various reasons. But where does inspiration come from? Well, We'll talk about that a little bit later. But we'll start you out with a song that was on the original Nighthawk album from 1985. Back in the days of being on the road and getting home and not being there for a while and leaving again. But it's a song called Old Man. It's also on the new album. The reason it is because that's what storytelling is all about, from me, from my perspective, because I heard a lot of stories passed down from my grandparents, my great-uncles, whoever, older people in the community, whatever, and I'd use those stories to write the songs. And I'm a storytelling songwriter, which seems to be a dying breed today. Today, the way to get a song out is you find one line and you sing it over and over and over and over again. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, because people like hooks. You know, when they leave, they want to hear, you know, I love you. That's the line I remember. I love you. But I like writing songs that you have to listen to and read between the lines. Old man, tell me something of those days of long ago. Back when you were younger, please won't you tell me what you know. Tell me all your stories and your legends and your lies, so someday I can tell them to now, before the magic dies. Oh, man, tell me now. Oh, man, tell me how. Tell me of those hardships, of the laughter and the tears. Tell me of your bravery and tell me of your fears. Tell me all those mysteries of devils, ghosts and men. And after you're done telling these, won't you tell them all again? Oh, man, tell me now. Oh, man, tell me how. Upon the ground, how come you're not moving or uttering a sound?